My name is Kenton T. Wilkinson. I go by Kent. My title here is Regents Professor in Hispanic and International Communication. My educational background is I have a degree in English and History from the University of Colorado Boulder, a master's degree in Latin American Studies from the University of California at Berkeley, and a PhD in Radio, TV, Film with an emphasis in international communication from the University of Texas at Austin. I've continued to do work on Spanish language media in the United States and Hispanic-oriented media in the United States more generally. So that's always, I guess, been the core that I'm working from. More recently, I've been doing some work in health communication that I'm pleased with. I'd like to do some more, and I'm excited at the prospect of some of our recent hires and faculty here are focused on health communication. So that's an area where I feel like I can apply what I've learned to actually have a more direct impact on people's lives than maybe some of the more theoretical work that I've done in the past. I've pretty regularly offered an international communication class that used to be called Global Media, now it's called International Communication. I've also taught courses focused on ethnic-oriented media in the United States, on Hispanic media in the United States and internationally as well, and also graduate level theory class. So that's basically the list of courses that I've taught at the graduate level. For me, education is not just about, the theory and learning the methods and going out and conducting research and all that. It's really about having an impact on the world that we inhabit. What students ought to really be focusing on is how, at the end of their process of formal education, they can grow as individuals and as contributors to society. I feel so privileged to work with students, particularly graduate students, but undergraduates as well, in terms of what I learned, the kinds of exchanges that I have with them, the different perspectives, the different orientations, sometimes different value systems that they bring into the classroom is really educational and beneficial for me, and that's why I like teaching courses like the international class, where we tend to get a number of students from all different parts of the world, and they're talking about a common theme, international communication, but from different perspectives. And that's motivating for me because it's never the same. I mean, it's never the same routine. Every group has its own identity. For me, that's what sort of motivates me to get out of bed in the morning and come up here and work. It tends to be pretty open. I like discussion, I like conversation. With the graduate students, I usually have an assignment where they're required to lead class, so that they prepare readings, they come up with discussion questions, they have to think about the way that they'll use, let's say, 45 minutes or more worth of class time in order to get the students involved, to get the students engaged, and make it dynamic and educational as well. So particularly at the graduate level, I tend to expect the students to carry some of the burden, not just come in and listen to lecture. Also, in some of my classes, I will leave 10 or 15% of the readings to be determined and topics to be determined by the students, because they come in with interests, I'm assuming, if they're signing up for an elective graduate course. And so that allows the students to determine part of what the course focuses on. Be willing to work hard, have an open mind, and be proactive in terms of getting to know the faculty and some of the other graduate students, not only just in our college, but across campus. A lot of, I think, the benefit that you get out of graduate education is through your interaction with other people. So, be proactive about meeting faculty, getting to know faculty, getting a good peer group.